YouTube channel. Today I'm gonna talk about the market itself and make my own commentary about it. First off, I'm gonna talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has a positive RSI divergence from 21 of November to the 19th of December, and it seems good right now, cool. And when we look at the 4-hour charts, it stays above the Kaufman moving average. I'm gonna tell you about this. If it's when the US market opens, if it can stay above the 8800 and 500, above it, you can increase your holdings in Bitcoin. It's a bullish sign, because you can see over here when it passed the 88,500 side, there's a sell-off happening. So when the US market opens, if it get past and make a permanent stay over there, you can increase it if you want. If you are going to use leverage over here, which I do it sometimes with the leverage. First of all, in your life you have to be chill, and you don't have to be anxious, you don't have to be sad at the moment, because these affects your from your perspective, from it affects your perspective. What do I mean? If you are sad at that moment, maybe you lost someone in your life, or maybe you are in the time to lose your job, you are anxious about losing your job at the time, you open the Bitcoin long position, and you are not a prophet or oracle. You are not an oracle, and you are not an oracle. Maybe it went back to price levels you didn't expect it, and you are in the loss at that moment. Maybe it will do just a technical correction and go back to where you said. Maybe it will do a buraya başladım. Maybe the price will do a little bit correction, or maybe there's a little bit speculative movement at that moment. Maybe a little bit news or something like that, and you get panicked at that moment, and you sold your Bitcoin position, leverage position. For my opinion, do not do leverage things when you are anxious and sad in life, and sonrasında and be aware of your stop loss points very much. If it's just for example, if there's the price is now 88,200 right now, maybe you open the long position from here, and maybe it can be go to like 87 and half $1,000 maybe, or maybe it went to with the bad news, it went to the 85,400. Maybe you can add a stop loss point and the $83,000, because you know that there's a bottom line over here, as you can see, from to here, and get accepted from the first of the position that maybe you are doing with the thousands of dollars, and the stop loss makes you $2,000 loss, and you will say, okay, I'm gonna try my best, but if not fortune with me, and if I'm wrong, I'm gonna cut off my arm, for the saying of the word. I'm gonna cut off my arm, and I'm okay to lose $2,000. That's it. You have to do like that if you are going to lose leverage. Get past and make a permanent stay over there, you can increase it if you want. I'm saying the same things with the Ethereum. I'm gonna say the same things with the Ethereum too. As you can see, when it get past over the 3,000 level, it gets sell-offs. So just wait for the Bitcoin to get past 88,500. I'm gonna say the same thing with the Ripple too, because they are all going to for the same direction. And I'm gonna talk about the Monero. I'm gonna talk about the Monero. Monero is going for its all-time high. There's only 5% left for its all-time high, and as you can see over here, it made one, two. If we count this 3, 4, 5 times for the all-time high, and I think in this time it can be break the all-time high and make a huge huge price increasement in the Monero. But right now we are just looking over it. When it break the over all-time high, I suggest Monero more and more. But right now you can just watch the Monero, do not buy, because it can be go to this all-time high and came back and wait a little time over there. So Emirhan, bu Monero'yu bir daha yapmam. Burayı kes kanka. Monero'yu bir daha yapmama yardım et. Başlıyorum. Well, Monero seems very bullish right now. It's just 5% for its all-time high level, and if you look at the weekly chart, there's 1, 2. If we count this 3, 4, 5 times try to its all-time high level since 1918. 2018. I'm sorry, from 2018, and in this time I think it can be break its all-time high because it's right like 5 times. So it's a bullish sign in the Monero. Maybe it can be go through the all-time high and came back a little bit to gain some power, or it can be break through the all-time high levels. We will see about it, and I'm really bullish about the Monero in this time. If you look at the US markets, the S&P 500 gained back 1% gains from yesterday. That seems good. It will be going through like this. I'm bullish about the US 500, S&P 500. I'm bullish about the S&P 500 because of the AI hype. I am also bullish about the Nasdaq and Dow Jones too. At Nasdaq, it went below the Kaufman moving average, but it came back, so it seems good right now. The main path shower is the US 500, because this is the main locomotive. The Nasdaq goes with the same, but it can be too much volatile when compared to S&P 500. Like, think about it. The S&P 500 is a normal side when it goes normally up and goes normally down, just normal. But Nasdaq, it's more volatile. If the S&P 500 goes up, the Nasdaq goes more way up, and if the S&P 500 downs, the Nasdaq slightly more downs. If the S&P 500 downs, the Nasdaq go down slightly more than the S&P 500, and it's different with the Dow Jones index. It's slightly different with the Dow Jones index. If the S&P 500 goes up, the Dow Jones goes up much more slightly. But when the US markets S&P 500 goes down, the Dow Jones goes down more slightly, and the effects on the Dow Jones is more how can I say, sınırlı, more restricted in the Dow Jones index, but the Nasdaq is much more volatile. But I like the US markets right now. It seems good, and I like the US markets with the AI hype. I think it will be go to 7,300 levels and then to the $9,000 with the euphoria period. But It can be happen in the maybe 1 year or 2 years. I think it will be happening in the 1 year because of the there's a yes recession is coming by, and before the recession happens, I think we're gonna live a euphoria period. We're gonna live a euphoria period. If we if I gonna talk about the gold is rejected from its all-time high levels and stayed at the top of it. I think in the next month it will be go through to the 4,200 levels to gain much more momentum and gain much more power. Do not buy or sell gold right now, just wait. And silver is surging up really good, but it's a really dangerous asset right now, so I don't prefer the silver at the moment. But it's in technical it seems good, but it's in a really much more in the buying side. So I don't know. I won't buy silver, but if you want, if you like risky things, go and buy silver. If I gonna continue with platinum almost reached to its 2000 levels, and it seems pretty good right now. I like platinum, and I think it will be come to the 2450 levels in the maybe in 3 months, 4 months, or something like that, because it was really back from their big brothers. It was stayed very much behind of the big brothers. So I like platinum. Thank you for watching.